Hello, hello, happy New Year's Eve. Let's forget all our troubles and enjoy some Zero AD. So I flicked on my computer this morning with my coffee and I say, hey, why is there a Zero AD game that has 15 observers? That's right, 15 observers. And then I looked and I saw that both Borg and ValinrAnt are playing. And not only that, they're on the same team. Are they? Yeah, yellow and orange are the two legendary players. So there are more elite players who I probably don't know about, and maybe that's why they thought it was balanced. But so let's jump into this game. In the middle of it, it looks like we're 20 minutes into the game, but it doesn't seem like it's swung decisively in either direction yet. Blue has the least population. Valley is playing the Ptolemies, right? Yeah, Egyptian woman Ptolemies, my favorite. And right next to him, shoulder to shoulder, is Borg with the what do you call him? Indian. Golly, I'm useless. Moria, very fun civilization. Archers, elephants. What more could you want in life? Oh, and they have Dr. Organs, too. Super strong player here with the light blue. A little bit volatile, like personality-wise, but always a delight to watch. Super aggressive. And rounding out the team is someone I never heard of, the green player, AOW. So, like, I can't believe these three heavy hitters are on the same team. Probably that's just my lack of knowledge of the other team. So on the other team, we have Dark City, who I've never heard of, Havron, super strong, MacWolf, super strong, and Kuhn, the blue player, and the only player showing a little bit of stress population-wise, down to 160. He's playing the Gauls over here. Alright, so let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Valley and Borg are attacking right here. They're attacking MacWolf, the purple player. Yeah, so I was like, is there a game for me to join while I enjoy my coffee? And there's just this one game created by Saeed with 15 observers. And I'm like, that's weird. Why would there be 15 observers? Don't these people want to play Zero AD? And then I saw that the legends have come together and are fighting shoulder to shoulder. Yep, they destroy this temple. MacWolf is in retreat. And maybe my perception of these players is wrong. I'm always singing their praises, and I have seen them do some amazing things. But so I would think this game would be a rout. We're 21 minutes in. Yeah, and no cavalry on the board. Interesting. Dr. Organs has 3, but no serious cavalry, so it's a big infantry fight. Let's switch to observer mode and look at MacWolf's perspective. Oh, and look at that, Havron coming over to help. Havron, really sensible player, never makes bad decisions. Always just doing the right thing. Is it enough, though? Here he is with that Gaulish general that makes infantry walk a little bit faster. Karatakos. Plus 15 movement speed. Plus crush, hack, pierce, resistance to soldiers and siege engines. Good general. It's always either him or the cavalry guy when you're playing the Morias. Oh, and look here. Kuhn is joining the fight too. So take a screenshot right here, because this is you're not going to see this every day. But here is side by side Borg and Valley, and their armies are retreating. 3 versus 2, it looks like. MacWolf up here, the purple, playing the Athenians. There's Valley building a siege workshop, a second siege workshop. Wow, look at all those barracks. Let's do a barrack count. And you know what else? What I like what Valley did is that he put all his barracks up here. So he was in a middle position, a comfortable position. Probably he has at least, yeah, he just has one barracks here that helped him develop. I'm sorry, 2 barracks. And then he put his whole, like, I guess you could call it a forward operating base over here. And there's a military colony. That's probably what started it. Fortress, temple, and a ton of barracks. Let's see what they're doing. They're not doing anything. Let's go, Valley. I could give you some pointers in this game if you want. Oh, here they are now. Bunch of slingers coming out, and he has, as is often the case with these players, they play with like no margin of error. So look at his resources. Everything is below 1,000, and he's using nearly his last bit of a stone to make these slingers to join the fight. But 3 versus 2, and where is Borg? One of the commenters, Borg sniping perfectly. Where are Borg's armies? Oh yeah, Borg playing the Morias, long-range archers. So yeah, that's what you do, I guess, if you like the micro part of the game. 56 archers out of 70. Borg sniping perfectly, so he was probably taking out who knows what, generals, or champions, or cavalry. Certainly generals, that's what you snipe for, right? Let's switch back to observer mode. So nice attack happening here against the legends, and I see on the minimap a big move happening here. It is Dr. Organs. He's crossing. No, they're playing cat and mouse in the middle with Dark City, the red. Looks like pretty evenly matched teams. And here come a bunch of yellow rams. That is Havran, really good player. So they're looking to remove, very ambitious move by Team North. Let's call it Team North, with Valley, Dr. Organs, and Borg on Team South. Nice attack here, very nice attack. Will Valley's base last? He's got just 4 slingers in this fortress.
Yeah, see?
Oh, and here's Ptolemy the Fourth mounted. I assume he's a swordsman. He's really good at taking out siege. With Ptolemies, you always need to have a deliberate plan to take out siege, and one way to do it is to have either Ptolemy the First or Ptolemy the Fourth do it. I assume that that's what Valley's going to do here. But there's another siege engine here coming from Macwolf. Really good timing by Team North. So the 3 of them, it looks like Dark City Red held things off on the left side of the map, while yellow, purple, and blue, Havron, Macwolf, and Kuhn did this 3 versus 2 attack, trying to remove Valley's forward operating base. And there you could see Ptolemy the Fourth attacking that ram. There's another ram already doing some work, though. There's just a few soldiers in each of these structures. In a couple of the barracks, in the fortress. Alright, and right now Valley has to see these 4 additional rams coming into view. Is he going to try to take them out? Is he going to retreat and regroup? Because this is looking grim. His population's still at 190. Lowest population is from Dr. Organs, the teal, 161. Dr. Organs Eco, says one of the observers. OP. Is that the case? Let's take a look at the charts. Oh, I heard a building collapse. Whoops. Wow, look at Mac Wolf's military score, purple, but Borg from Team South just behind. Valley is killing the economy right here. Dr. Organ's teal has no economy. I guess it was a joke. Geriatrics wrote that Dr. Organs is trying to make Valley and Borg look better by having no eco. They prefer AFK farming. Gosh, what a glorious push from Team North. Now Dr. Organs crosses the map with his teal soldiers here and joins the fight.
Yeah, Steve.
Oh, and here's AOW too, the one player on Team South that I don't know that much about. He has a few soldiers here too. Wow, so you have all 8 armies fighting right here in Valley's forward operating base. The fortress is gone. Some of the barracks are gone. Valley created foundations for new ones. I wonder why you would do that in the middle of a fight. Maybe you're just kind of reserving the space in case you lose territorial control. I actually love this type of grinding game where it's just you just set up like an even struggle in the middle, like a sumo pushing match, and you figure out who has the better economy. And I like that because I'm not that good at keeping my economy like just as much as I need. I always build too much economy, which sounds like a good thing, but it's not. Oh, and now they knock down the Team North knocks down Valley's military colony, so he's really losing territorial control. No sign that those rams are going to be stopped. Beautiful, beautiful work by Team North. Dark City down to 135. I think Dark City was clashing with AOW right here. And you can see he won. But he wasn't part of this main fight, but he lost a lot. Oh, I think Dark City's clashing. Oh, he's playing the Iberians. No, he's not on his border, but he was fighting in the middle of the map. Not much left of Valley's forward operating base. What a surprise there. We tuned in right as Valley and Borg were pushing north. But man, they got turned around hard and fast. And look at this. Instead of fighting, Valley has 20 units building these new barracks. I guess it's for losing territorial control. He wants to keep these barracks forward even if he loses territorial control. That's a difficult decision to make. AOW, if you send army, don't send expletive army. Either you help or you eco, but no crap. Don't send tiny armies. Yeah, so there's Dr. Organs. Like I said, volatile player, a volatile personality with his comments, but always fun to watch because he's so aggressive. And I think that sometimes goes hand in hand. I've seen that in other facets of life. So who's showing population stress? Team South. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Team North. Dark City, the red, is down to 158. Havron, yellow, 162. And Coon, 159. How interesting. So even though they seem to be winning the fight, they destroyed a bunch of buildings. They're the ones, Team North, they're the ones who are not keeping up with the population. They were the ones pushing, and yet they're the ones who, like, if you take the economy into account, have not been able to keep up their population. Amazing work. I would never be able to make these decisions that Valley just made. Instead of throwing more soldiers into what seemed like an even fight, he took the time to build barracks. That's a really hard decision to make when you feel like a fight is hanging on a knife's edge and could go either way. I think that started as Valley's temple, and now it's Borg's, because it, I think the enemy took it over, and then Borg took it back, so that's kind of funny. You have the Morias taking over a Ptolemy temple. I think Borg can feel good about that. Maybe he could egg on his rival. It's like, hey, nice temple. OP Morias have a Ptolemy temple. And here Borg, the black player, spills into Kuhn's base. Wow, what a turn of events. It started with Team South attacking, then desperately defending, and now they're attacking again. And it's because in that grinding fight, the battle of 8 armies in the middle of the map, they managed to keep their numbers up. Oh, and now it's looking grim for blue. Down to 150 population, lowest in the game, with Moria archers in hot pursuit.
ESD?
Archers are a little bit weaker, but they have range, and if you manage them well and don't get them killed, you end up with a bunch of beautiful veterans. And there's that strange general, Ashoka the Great. What does he do? I'm not familiar with this one. Cavalry archer. Temples and temple technology are 50% cheaper and faster. Interesting. So let's take a look at Borg's base. Does he have a bunch of temples? Doesn't look like it. He has a bunch of barracks. Oh, I need to switch to Borg for the double click. Oh no, it worked. Whoa! 11 temples. Or 11 barracks, rather. 11 barracks. So, if I was going to summarize like what I've learned from the top players, it's number 1, always have more cavalry than your opponent. Here we saw Dr. Organs had 3, which was the most in the game. And second, always have more barracks than your opponent. If you can always have more cavalry and more barracks, I know those are a little bit contradictory things, you'll win. Simple as that. Kuhn crashing down to 100 population, cannot handle the onslaught of those archers, and just as I said that, Borg is taking a step back, but I think the damage has been done. Mac Wolf barely hanging on here under the onslaught of Valley. Valley is also famous for his YouTube channel. Hey guys, there's a big fight happening here and I may lose, but I'm just gonna build 3 barracks.
ESD?
No problem. He's always super casual. Whereas when I'm playing, it's like, God, go, come on, do it.
ESD?
Now he runs to the temple that used to be his. Does this temple still heal him? It was his temple, but now it's his allies. This might be decisive. Only player below like 160 is Kuhn, the blue, and he's below 100. So I think it's steady on the left. Steady on the left, and Team South winning on the right. Oh, but here's another push from Team North. Havron yellow and Dark City red, both looking strong with 100 population, and they're chasing AOW, who Dr. Organs scolded for sending small armies. And this looks like a small army as well. Yeah, just 40 people. And here he is next to Borg. Will Borg notice this, though, or will these miners just get smashed? So another battle in the center. Oh, he built a little tower. That's cute. I don't think Borg noticed, and now these miners will get smashed.
DSD.
AOW's army of little 40 keeps withdrawing. Alright, another push in the center of the map. But I think Team South just needs to hold, because eventually it's going to be 4-on-3. Just keep up a little pressure on blue and hold in the middle. Let's see what happens. And look at this. This is another interesting decision. Here are rams made by Valley. What will he do? Will he go and try to finish off blue here? Or will he attack MacWolf purple? No, for now he does nothing. He puts the rams back in the siege workshop. That's something that took a little bit of learning. I didn't realize you could store siege engines inside the siege workshop, garrison them. Big push from Team North. Team South does not have the numbers here. Let's take a look at the charts as we cross 26 minutes. So the military score, Borg and Mac Wolf, followed by Valley and Havron. Valley far and away the best economy, followed by Borg and Mac Wolf. Wow, the top 3 players in military are the top 3 economies. And you can see that these 3 players didn't start fighting till later in the game. So except for Borg was fighting early on. You can see that here. Oh, this is interesting. Team North passes by this base. They go right through it into Borg's Moria camp right here. This temple changes hands again. Now it belongs to the Athenians. Oh, and maybe it was originally an Athenian temple. I'm not sure if it was a Ptolemy temple. They look similar. Naos. Yeah, it was Max originally.
DSD.
Yep.
DSD.
Actually, I'm not sure. But it's not important. So here, look, Borg, again, taking the time to build a tower instead of throwing his units into the fight.
DSD.
And let's go, Valley. Save Ptolemy the Fourth. He's a good general to have late in the game when there's no more iron, when you're building mostly pikemen. But these spearmen, are they going to take out Ptolemy the Fourth? They do. Ptolemy the Fourth is down. Where were you, Valley? Where were you? Oh, he's transitioning to cavalry, I think. Why not? He had the booming economy. Why not transition to cavalry? I don't see... Okay, I see like a lot of stables for me, but not a lot of stables for these top players. 6. That's how many I build at my most. Although these guys who build 11 barracks, sometimes they build double-digit stables as well. Big fight happening here. Valley is feeling the pressure. He's down to 160. Havron down to 170 something. Great job by Team North is just kind of coordinating their efforts. Like, it's not like one guy attacks and then another one and then another one. They all attack at exactly the same time, and they create these outnumbered situations. Which you know, looks really impressive, and they've destroyed a lot of Valley's forward base. I wonder if what's happening with Valley right now isn't kind of like getting stuck trying to transition to cavalry, because you take a dip in your resource production when you transition to cavalry, obviously, because you don't have infantry to mine and chop wood. So I wonder if that's the case. And you see, he's producing these expensive Royal Guard cavalry. but he's also out of iron, and it doesn't look like there's any iron left on the map for him. Oh, correct. Scratch that. There's one little one here. So I suspect Valley will produce just a little bit of cavalry, maybe try to use them to harass in the back while keeping this mostly an infantry fight. There's Borg's super cool Ashoka the Great. And one thing I love about the Mauryas, you can kind of fight from a distance. Like, you're just a hammer swinging away from a distance, and somebody else is the anvil whose spearmen or swordsmen get slaughtered on the front, and you end up with, like, all of these veterans. Let's click through Borg's guys and see if they are veterans. Well, there's one. There's one. There's one. Alright, and there goes Valley up north. Yep, not a huge amount of cavalry. 10 of them, but enough to kill a lot of support workers. And oftentimes these little spoiling attacks, they make all the difference. More important to like dedicate 10 soldiers to hit a weak spot than to dedicate 40 to join the grind. Let's see if MacWolf has the presence of mind to ring the bell. I'm getting like 1 frame every 2 seconds now. He does. Great presence of mind by MacWolf. He rang the bell. They all jumped to safety. Is 10 cavalry enough to take over a TC? A TC filled with support workers? I don't know if it is. I doubt it is. Let's see. Maybe he'll try to take over a barracks. MacWolf very wisely has a fortress here, right near his TC. Kuhn, the blue player, recovering slowly. He's up to 130. Valley is down to 150.
TSD?
Alright, MacWolf had a bunch of slingers back here chopping wood, so it looks like he's moving them forward to scare off the invading cavalry. And meanwhile, Kuhn could easily be next, although in this wood line he has a ton of infantry, so he should only welcome a confrontation with that cavalry. And it looks like Valley is going to move on to greener pastures, look for a different target. Maybe he'll come here and try to get Havron, although Havron still has a bunch of miners. Wow, look at this. Almost nothing left of Valley's forward operating base. We have a tower, 2 barracks, and a lumber mill. And then right here, I don't know how, but the red player, Dark City, managed to put up a tower filled with... And these barracks have been taken over by MacWolf. Battle of the 8 armies right here. Everyone's participating. Havron, the yellow player, down to 140. He was in the grind in the middle of it. And some new generals enter the board. Alright, the leaders continue to be Borg, followed by MacWolf, followed by Havron in the military score. And in economy, Valley soaring above everyone else, followed by MacWolf and Borg. That doesn't mean the other players aren't doing great. It just means they could have adopted a different strategy. You're not always at liberty to create this wrecking ball of an army or this supercharged economy. And there you can see on top of the screen Valley's cavalry still looking for a target. I think all they succeeded to do so far was to create a short pause in MacWolf's economy. I hear rams, and in this case, they're Valley's rams going after that one lone tower. I have no idea how it got there. It looks so out of place. But one Iberian tower. Will it get knocked down, or will it get taken over by Dr. Organs? Looks like it belongs to Dr. Organs now. The one and only.
DSD?
Dr.
DSD?
Organs now has this general, a unique Brit general. He's like a super priest, so he just walks around and heals. But why is he in pursuit? This is pretty rare and unusual. I usually try to protect my general. Has Dr. Organs just lost track of him? Or is he being smart here? Swordsman. So he's good anti-siege as well. But man, he's not gonna last if he runs into all of this infantry. You can see that this general is still set to attack mode. Some players set their generals to defensive or passive so that they don't charge forward recklessly and get killed. And it looks like Dr. Organs has full control of that general. He turned him around at just the right time and rejoined his troops. So now it's like they have a walking church with them, a walking temple, and they're constantly healing. Kuhn's population is restored, so great job of Blue getting back on his feet. Meanwhile, Team South seemed to jump over Blue and attack his neighbor Macwolf here. You have Borg and Dr. Organs pressuring Macwolf. Maybe they saw something when Valley's cavalry was here. They saw something they liked and decided it was a juicy target. And the forward operating base still stands. Valley adding to it, building another fortress. Hilarious. Valley has 20 cavalry somewhere. I don't know where they are. He's getting this last bit of iron on his side of the map. Oh, I think this was a wise decision. They threatened Macwolf, but then they sort of pivoted into Kuhn here. I don't know if it was possible, but if they could have done this even a little bit earlier before Kuhn got back on his feet, I think it would have been even better. But still, this looks like a total 2-on-1. Macwolf can reinforce. He'll just be a minute late. Let's see if these two rams can take out Kuhn's TC. 2-on-1, very focused attack. Dr. Organs is here, Borg is here. Macwolf sees it, he's coming to reinforce, but look at this. AOW, the green player from the other side of the map, is also here. Valley contributing, couple of rams. So everyone is here to deliver the knockout punch to Kuhn, and it looks like they'll do it. I think this is going to be too little too late from Macwolf.
DSD?
Good, huge credit to Team North for, creating that pressure in the middle that let Kuhn get back on his feet to begin with. But now they are going to have to do it again.
DSD?
You can see Macwolf up here with this general, Athenian
DSD?
general. Fickities. Formation reforms. Soldiers in his formation, +3 crush, hack, and pierce resistance, and +15 movement speed. Okay, so with him, you definitely want to create formations. That's interesting. It makes them faster and stronger. And what's this? Did Kuhn have side-by-side TCs? I didn't know you could do that. But it looks like Team South has destroyed the first TC, and now they're going to destroy the second one. Kuhn doing fighting exactly where you want to fight, a little bit behind your TC so that the enemy is forced to be within range of its arrows, but it's not going to be enough. Kuhn only has 4 infantry inside of his TC. Is that the right way to do it? I thought it was better to load it to the max. In other words, an infantry soldier standing outside the building is weaker than one standing inside the building. But maybe I'm wrong.
ESD?
So Mac Wolf devastating Green's army here on the border, but Green's army accomplished what it needed to accomplish. He kept Mac Wolf from reinforcing the middle here and protecting Kuhn's TCs, which I can only imagine are about to fall. So poor AOW getting the worst, like among all of these elite players. He's down to 150 even though he was attacking, down to 150 population. A lot of idle units here. But he did his part right there. I think that was a great move by him. Valley up to 25 cavalry here. Some of them here, it's not clear what they're doing. It looks like Dark City and Havron are going to do another push on this side of the map. See what they can do against Dr. Organ. So everybody participated. All 4 teams from Team South contributed to knocking out Kuhn. And of course, now they have to deal with the consequences, which is this flank was lightly defended. Let's see if they can hold. I would say that, 30 minutes into the game, this is Team North's last chance, and it's a slim chance that they will have enough forces here to kind of equal the balance to maybe knock out Dr. Organs. And they have a big mass of troops here pushing, but I don't know. I don't know. Kuhn's TCs are now down. He's down to 30 troops, so he's not going to be making himself felt for a long time, if ever. He is out of this game at least for the next, in 10-15 minutes, even in an ideal scenario where he feels no more pressure. Alright, but and Macwolf is here, the purple army. I think they're doing some damage because they have like a little local superiority in numbers. So they're inflicting a toll. I don't think he's trying to save Kuhn. I think he knows it's too late. But he's saying, hey, while I have the opponents outnumbered, why don't I just keep fighting and inflict casualties? And both generals are here. You have Borg's Ashoka the Great and the Athenian general with Macwolf, purple player, Iphicrates. And look at that. Borg, I guess, agrees that he's inferior in numbers, and he retreats, probably saving a lot of those veteran archers, which are a treasure. You don't want to waste them. And Macwolf pulling back as well now. So with this battle kind of settled, look at these berries. What do you have against berries, Borg? Come on. How much food do you have? Oh, Borg has more food than he knows what to do with. Now with the battle on the right flank settled, I think Team South is free to reinforce here and stop Havron and Dark City. If it even needs to be reinforced, because it looks like Dr. Organs has done a phenomenal job with support from AOW here. blunting the attack. Let's take a look at the charts. Militarily, it's Borg and MacWolf, one from each team. Economically, it's Valley, followed by Borg and MacWolf. AOW having a strong economy too, probably because he's been sitting out the fights, or fighting less intensely, I should say, than some of his teammates.
DSD?
Dark City is offline. Has he quit?
DSD?
Yeah, I think it's GG. Blue and Teal here from Team South. They have slightly depressed populations, or maybe moderately depressed, 130 and 140. But you have to think they're about to get reinforced, and they will stop this attack, and it will be a 4-on-3. Or alternatively, they will not get reinforced, but Valley and Borg will start attacking the rear here, like they're kind of doing against Havron. Here you see Valley's cavalry trying to take over one of Havron's barracks, and he does. He'll probably trash it. 16 elite cavalry. Here's a temple, and there's a barracks. Valley sending resources to AOW. That's another way to do it. Another way you can reinforce the left wing. Will he destroy the temple too? Oh no, he has 8 of his cavalry inside of it. Smart move. Heal up those elite cavalry. They're expensive. So it looks like that last push that I call the last chance of Team North succeeded in destroying Dr. Organs' fortress and in taking over a temple. But I think that's all she wrote. They're stepping back now. Dr. Organs is back here with the army that was fighting on the right. Someone put Cleopatra on the ground. Oh, Valley. Why does it say he's offline too? Did the players leave? Did they all think it's GG? No, I think it's some Valley just sent economy. Maybe it's a bug that it says offline. Maybe they're not offline. Because Valley is still active. He's sending resources to his teammates. All of the Team North civilizations have depressed populations. MacWolf doing the best with 180-something, Havron 150, Dark City 150. Meanwhile, Valley and Borg are both over 200 or at 200. AOW and Dr. Organs are depressed after defending that big push. But you have to think that they'll rebound, and you have to think that this is GG. Some of the observers are leaving. I think they agree with me that the interesting part of this game is over. Now we are mopping up this beautiful Iberian fortress will not last. Look at that. He, Dark City put this tower behind a few houses. Fortress and tower together. Let's see what he puts inside the walls. That's interesting. I always put all my barracks outside the walls when I play the Iberians. He put houses here too. A little tower there. Huh. Interesting. I always load a bunch of farms in here and leave very little room for anything else. Wait, does Dark City only have 8 farms? Is that possible? 8 farms. How is that possible? And it's not like he did a lot of hunting. There seems to be a lot of hunt left on the map. Let's see how many farms his neighbor Havron has. 10. Now let's check Valley and Borg. Valley only 9. Oh, then there's these two. 10, 11. And let's check Borg. 10. Alright, so rule number 1, to be an Elite 0 AD player, have the most cavalry. Rule number 2, have the most barracks. Rule number 3, have the most farms. Simple as that. Looks like Valley's over here. What the heck's going on? Oh, Borg is building a TC in the middle of Kuhn's destroyed base, and nobody can stop it. Valley is here with his cavalry. It looks like they're taking a very sort of deliberate strategy to just finish up. They're not taking any big risks. They know it's a 4-on-1. Look at this. Kuhn created a very nice fallback TC here from which to rebuild. But it's not going to happen. 40 population. Nice that this fallback base has a bunch of barracks in its territory. But like I said, Borg here is going to take over these barracks. He's doing it with this one now and destroy them one by one to make sure that Kuhn is unable to rise. So after a really exciting game, they're sort of taking the mopping up approach or in a really deliberate, safe way, which I admire. Not taking unnecessary risks.
Yeah, see?
All right, here's another army for Team North pushing south. It was exactly these pushes from Dark City and Havron and Mac Wolf that showed Team North their successes. Their successes nearly wiping out Valley's forward operating base that you can see here. But now it is restored to its former glory with a military colony, a fortress, a few barracks. And I do not think that they have, now that it's a 3-on-4, I don't think they have the power to win it. They don't have any siege here, for one thing. But what else do you do in their situation? They're down to a 3-on-4. Mac Wolf is here, so gosh, they can do what they did last time. It's going to be a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-2 if Borg helps once again. Oh, look at Valley's cavalry here, snaking away.
Yeah, see?
Threading the needle between two different hostile armies, trying to get to the softer targets and back. It looks like they might. Who's that way back here?
Yeah, see?
One lone javelineer. I'm surprised by how much hunt is still alive on this map. There are deer and sheep all over the place. Gosh, this forward operating base seems to have been like the sacrificial lamb, the thing that occupies Team North, while Team North does damage elsewhere on the map. So once again, you have a significant army from Team North trashing this forward operating base. There they go. They knocked down the military colony again.
ESD.
And here comes AOW,
ESD.
Libyan spearmen,
ESD.
coming to help.
ESD.
That seems to be AOW's job, is to do these little supporting tasks, but even though they're little, they're not unimportant. Like, he distracted MacWolf's army as sacrificing his own during the decisive attack against Kuhn over here. And where is Valley? He has perfect population. 200. Where is he? He's just letting his base get trashed. He's probably having fun with his cavalry. Yep.
ESD.
He found a weak spot here. Whoa! Look at Havron suddenly jump out with all his cavalry trying to get valleys. Great move by Havron. He was playing possum there, pretending like he had no defenders, and he jumps out with 35, maybe 40 cavalry against Valley's 20. Valley should get the worst of it. Although, you know, Valleys are champions, and Havrons are not champions. Great move by Havron. He was down, but not out. And I don't understand this. It seems like Valley withdrew some of his cavalry, but not all of them. Why would you do that? Beautiful move by Havron. I would say he surprised Valley's cavalry. And it looks like he'll take out a bunch of them.
ESD.
But that was just 20 of Valley's cavalry. What is Valley doing? Where is his army? He's just growing economically, the gap widening even further. 35 minutes into this game. Team North continues to trash Valley's forward operating base. Valley doesn't seem to care. He's growing his economy. He'll build that base again. And AOW, totally outnumbered, exhausting himself again. Poor guy, trying to defend his allies' base in the middle of the map. Borg is also at max population. What's Borg's army doing? Oh, he knocked out Kuhn's. Oh yeah, he took out Kuhn's TC. He took it over. So Kuhn is down to 7 population. I don't know where they are. Alright, that's what Borg was doing. He was completely overmatched with against the devastated Kuhn, and he just took the time to wipe him out completely. Well, not completely, 7 units, but for all intents and purposes, completely. Kuhn has now resigned, which I think there's nothing wrong with that in such a situation.
Yeah.
Borg, come on, don't build a temple. Come here and knock out MacWolf. Not an easy task. MacWolf at 200 population. MacWolf and Borg have been the military leaders this game. But MacWolf is here busy trashing Valley's forward base. So the opportunity's there for you, Borg. I could totally imagine Valley on his stream. Hey guys, my base is getting destroyed.
Yeah, see?
I'm just gonna go over here to the other side of the map and see if I can find any workers for my cavalry. Totally doesn't care, and he's right. he just builds this as like a toy for Team North. Here, go play with this. Go exhaust yourself destroying this base. I'm gonna quietly build my economy, and then I'll see you on my terms when I'm ready. And look at this detail. Valley is actively pulling his wounded cavalry off into the temple, into what looks like Borg's temple, to get healed. Very smart move. That's how you get veterans. Havron, 43 cavalry. I think, is Havron exhausted with this base? He's like, enough of fighting for this base. I'm going to look for a target elsewhere. I think he was trying to cross into the south part of the map, but then he ran into Dark Organs in the middle. And he momentarily has the numerical advantage. But Dr. Organs has infantry coming too. Yeah, so now Borg throws himself into this fight, and once again the forward operating base will just barely survive. Great job, Valley. I love it. Hey guys, Valley here. And great job of Dr. Organ staying strong on the flank here. Not only staying strong, but knowing when he could support the fight on the right side of the map. I mean, he was even there when they knocked out Kuhn. Dark City is stable as well, and he's sending out armies to reinforce, but it's just going to get harder and harder. I mean, it's a 4-on-3. Still, you have to give your opponents the opportunity to make mistakes. That's true in chess, it's true in 0 AD, it's true in life. Oh, look, Hannibal all by himself. Where's my army? AOW at max population again. At max population, but sending out, as I used to do,
DSD?
armies numbering less than 50 dudes. And Hannibal wandering around by himself.
DSD? DSD?
And here's Macwolf again. I didn't realize that this general's powers, considerable boosts, are only active when you make a formation. So that's why he's playing Athenian, has this Athenian formation. But man, he's outnumbered, and that is a battered army. You can see a lot of red
DSD?
in the health bars. Let's see how these developed. Yeah, Macwolf now the #1 military wrecking ball in this game, a little bit ahead of Borg. Valley moved up to 3rd. Valley has the best economy, and again, Macwolf and Borg have the 2nd economies, pretty much tied. You can see Kuhn went horizontal, got knocked out at about 28, 29 minutes. And here's Hannibal, looking for his army. Hey guys, can I be your general? Let's take inventory one more time of this this embattled forward operating base. So it looks like a lot of it belongs to Borg now, which is kind of funny because him and Valley are rivals. But Valley section still has... Oh, my frame rate is horrible. Valley section still has a couple of stables, 3 barracks, 2 storehouses, 3 storehouses. Is Valley gonna put up another fortress? What do you think? Even though it's like 4-on-3 now, I think they could dedicate themselves to attacking Team North. If you can see this little statistics down in the lower right corner, Team North, they all essentially have max population. Team South all has max population, while Team North, 109, 136, and Mac Wolf with 185. So this is, if not the beginning of the end, it's the middle of the end. I do not think Valley will or should rebuild this base again, put up another fortress, another military colony. I think now it's time to pursue and to finish the game. And here are 3 of Valley's rams. I can't believe there's still metal here. He's been mining that forever. Just 600 left. Yep, they have chased Havron into his base. Here, Valley put a civic center right on his opponent's borders. I love it. And again, really sort of deliberate mopping up after they knocked out Kuhn. And I admire that. They didn't rush it. They didn't create opportunities for mistakes or for chances for their opponents. They just proceeded in a really solid way, making sure their economies were there. Borg took the time to knock out Kuhn completely. And it did allow Team North to launch more attacks, but they proved even weaker than the previous attacks. I shouldn't say even weaker, because the previous ones almost wiped out that middle base completely. But they kind of just lost their power. And I think we should see a surrender. Is that what this pause is? Out of sync. Borg helping in the construction of Valley Civic Center here. And here's Hannibal. Come on, AOW. At least keep the general with his troops.
Yeah, see?
And another 25-man army from AOW. What's he gonna do now? Is he going to attack, or is he gonna now put a fortress like right there? Havron, the yellow player, down to 107. Team South, they're all maxed out. 3 of them literally, so 200, 220 for the Morias, 200 for Dr. Organs, 189 for AOW. Dude, why does this elephant keep wandering around? Either stay with your troops or be an elephant and take out some buildings. MacWolf coming in to help from this side, but it's going to be way too little, way too late. Great play, MacWolf. Well done. Well done. Look at that purple line and a strong economy too. Great coordination from Team North. Those attacks into the middle with these 3 guys was with red, Dark City, yellow Havron, and purple Macro. Those attacks were like perfectly synchronized. They had huge numerical advantages and put real pressure on Team South. And Team South, speaking of the conservative approach, they're not making a beeline for the TC and trying to knock it out. They're destroying everything in their path. Rolling wave of destruction. And we get a resign from MacWolf, and I'm sure that Dark City and Havron will follow. Great play from all players. I'm gonna take one more look at the charts and call it. So hit that like and subscribe button as hard as Team North was hitting Valley's forward operating base. Have a great day. Happy New Year.